seeking answers on an anniversary, Dane County's sheriff is asking for just one tip to help solve a 24-year-old murder case.
In Ukraine, the pictures and the videos get even harder to see with claims that Russia is using banned weapons.
And we're following a trucker convoy as it heads to Washington, D.C., making stops in Wisconsin along the way. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. And we begin first with breaking news. The Madison School District says a student was found carrying a BB gun at Madison Memorial High School today.
Someone tipped off the security team about the student around noon. School staff questioned the student about it, and the student admitted to having the BB gun. Madison police were already on the scene due to the ongoing threats we've been reporting at the school all week. They found the gun was unloaded. The principal thanked the student who tipped off staff about the gun.
And earlier today, police arrested a Madison Memorial student for making multiple false 911 calls this week. In an update today, police said the student was arrested on 2 counts of misuse of 911. The student allegedly called the number twice this week, claiming he could see the outline of a gun in another student's backpack.
Now, at this time, it is unclear if the student was involved in other threats made at Memorial High School this week. Officials have indicated they believe there may be copycats involved, and the person responsible for the threats is seeking media attention. News 3 Now will no longer report further threats unless there is a disruption in the school day. Well, spring comes early for southern Wisconsin tomorrow. Temperatures will be leaning closer to the 60s.
But storm systems could bring us back to winter by Sunday night. Wow, meteorologist Dana Fulton out on the weather patio with the latest.
It's already getting a bit breezy outside in front of the system. That's going to bring us a soggy Saturday, a stormy Saturday, and to the north, a snowy Saturday. Looking at our Doppler track right now, things pretty quiet for us throughout the state. But tomorrow, we have a slight risk for severe weather for our southwestern counties. Could see a few strong thunderstorms come through, bringing in higher winds. And then for tonight and Saturday morning, areas near Eau Claire and Rhineland are under an ice storm warning. That winter weather advisory extends down into Juneau and Adams counties for early Saturday, as they'll be dealing with some wintry mix early in the day. Temperatures currently in the upper 30s for most of us, and overnight will hold pretty steady in the mid-30s with this cloudy sky overhead. Warming temperatures expected tomorrow with highs landing near 60 degrees. Very spring-like. That comes along with some spring-like showers and thunderstorms, though. Thunderstorms likely late in the day on Saturday. A few stronger thunderstorms possible later in the evening. Flurries building back in for us, though, Sunday night into Monday. Again, a little bit of a roller coaster with our temperature trend over the next few days, but we'll take a closer look at the timing for those storms in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. As the Russian attacks on Ukraine intensify, Ukrainian officials say Russian troops have taken over Europe's largest nuclear power plant.
A senior defense official says the U.S. is deeply concerned about Russia's intentions. Isabel Rosales shares Washington's response and outrage from NATO, accusing Russia of using banned artillery.
Worldwide alarm as Russian forces attacked Europe's largest nuclear plant on Thursday, according to Ukrainian nuclear officials.
The world narrowly averted a nuclear catastrophe last night.
A fire at a nearby building has been extinguished, and there doesn't appear to be any radioactive leakage. The facility remains under Russian control, with plant managers working at gunpoint.
The Kremlin should immediately cease all attacks around Ukrainian nuclear facilities and allow civilian personnel to do their work to ensure the facility's safety.
This new video shows the aftermath of a Russian strike to an apartment building north of the capital city of Kyiv. To the southeast in Mariupol, no water, no power after Russian attacks. Ukrainians in Odessa form a human chain, filling up sandbags to protect their city. Meanwhile, the head of NATO accusing Russia of using widely banned cluster bombs.
What we see is heinous. It's a brutality. It's killing of civilians we haven't seen since the Second World War in Europe.
At home, the Biden administration is disputing criticism from lawmakers that it's not sharing battlefield intelligence fast enough. U.S. officials insist they are sharing intelligence with Ukraine at a frenetic pace.
We have been providing a historic amount of security assistance.
In Washington, Isabel Rosales.
And Russia denies it started the fire at the nuclear plant. Meanwhile, President Putin says he has agreed to a third round of talks between Russia and Ukraine in the coming days. Previous talks didn't seem to amount to much, but they did agree to humanitarian corridors for civilians.
Here at home, a local bakery is taking part in a global fundraising campaign in support of Ukrainian refugees amid the ongoing Russian invasion. This morning, Bloom Bake Shop started selling a Jewish pastry known as Hamantaschen, with proceeds benefiting humanitarian relief efforts. It only took an hour for the bakery to sell out of them for the day, and when we stopped by, they were busy making more. In that single hour, Bloom and the community raised $400.
And that's 1 hour, so we got a lot of days to make a difference.
Store owner Anne-Marie Maitre says she and her staff plan to bake more of the sweet treats in the coming weeks to keep up with the demand, and they're now accepting pre-orders for the coming days. Bloom's fundraiser runs from today through March 17th. 70% of the proceeds from the sweet treats will go directly to support SOS Ukraine, a humanitarian effort that is working to provide food and other forms of aid to refugees.
And as war ravages Ukraine, one of Madison's own is in the region to cover the story.
Our Naomi Cole sat down with a former Cap Times reporter, now with the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, who is on assignment in Europe. Naomi?
Caitlin Farrell, perhaps a name some of you will recognize, is in Poland, very near the border. She's covering the stories of refugees leaving Ukraine and the Polish people who are helping them. That's for USA Today. I spoke with her yesterday afternoon. She'd been there a little less than a week at that point and shared some of the ways that she's gathering stories near the front lines.
So all the major trains and, people trying to evacuate are coming out of Lviv in the western part of Ukraine. And so the train station here in Poland is really busy, and there's rooms and several rooms set up full of cots and blankets and people serving hot food. And so we spent a lot of time at that train station. Then we went to another border crossing called Medica, and that also has been really busy.
This Sunday on For the Record, after CBS Face the Nation, join Caitlin and I for our full conversation about what she's experiencing and writing about there.
All right, Nicole, we'll see you Sunday at 10:30. If Father Alfred Coons were still alive, he would have been 91 years old. Instead, his life was cut short 24 years ago today.
His homicide is one of Dane County's oldest and most puzzling cases, but the sheriff refuses to give up on solving it. Brad Hamilton spoke with the sheriff today. Brad?
Well, Sheriff Barrett says his entire department is committed to bringing justice in this case, especially for the Coons family. On March 4th, 1998, a teacher at St. Michael's School found Father Coons dead near the hallway near his living quarters. His throat had been cut, and there was evidence of a struggle. Still to this day, no one has ever been arrested in this case. The police have possible suspects. Sheriff Barrett shared why he believes justice is still very possible.
We are just one tip, just one, away from solving this case. And that is out there, and it's going to come. And I can guarantee you that as the Dane County Sheriff, we will continue to put all of our efforts and resources to bringing justice to the Coons family and allowing them some closure in this horrible incident.
Investigators continue to respond to tips and are using new technology whenever they can to examine evidence. If you've got any tips that you'd like to share regarding this case, please call the Dane County Sheriff's tip line at 608-284-6900.
All right, Brett, thank you. Right now, a trucker convoy is making its way through Wisconsin on its way to Washington, D.C. to promote health freedom.
Tahlil Moadine is live near Portage tonight, where the convoy made a stop. Tahlil?
There are dozens of people already here waving American flags and awaiting the arrival of that Freedom Convoy. Now, we did get a chance to talk to a few about why they decided to come out, and they say it's about standing up against government control, particularly around COVID masking and vaccine mandates. They say while masking mandates are on their way out across the country, many people's lives have already been affected, some losing their jobs. And today, they want to support the truckers who are representing their right to choose.
They're the backbone of every single state in the U.S. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't have anything that we actually have in our homes, whether it be material items or things that we need.
They say they're here to support one another and demand their voices be heard. They also say it's about the future of their children and that they want their freedom back. And though there are a number of Trump 2024 posters here, those that I spoke with say it's not about right or left, but about standing up for their rights.
All right, Khalil, thank you. The Dane County Board of Supervisors has voted in favor of adding $16 million to the jail consolidation project. The project originally was supposed to cost $150 million, but rising construction costs inflated the budget. Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett called last night's talk with the board a great discussion. He is proud of how both sides came to an agreement and believes the project is on the right path.
A new grant will soon help UW Health focus on making more holistic approaches to health and wellness in the community. Today, UW Health experts announced a $5.5 million grant from the Bernard Osher Foundation. Leaders say the money will be used to expand integrative health services. It will also help make some more novel approaches available to people who don't normally have access to them.
These funds will allow us to expand our reach and maybe even move the location of those services into the community. In order to do that well, we'll also be using some of this money to understand the needs of our community so that these services can be delivered in a way that is truly of meaning to those we are serving.
The money also brings the UW Integrative Health Program into a collective of prestigious academic integrative health centers across the country.
Up next at 5, Florida becomes, that is, the latest state to pass a strict abortion bill.
After the break, why some lawmakers object to the measure. And then coming up later at 6, a dream becomes reality for one embroidery artist. We'll take you through her new landscape exhibit at the Chazen Museum of Art.
And stocks ended the week lower as Ukraine concerns outweigh strong jobs report. The Dow Industrials fell 179 points, ending the week at 33,614. We'll be right back.
The ultimate appliance sale is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley. We have 100 semi-loads of inventory in stock with guaranteed delivery in 5 days or less, plus interest-free financing for 12 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline and East Springs Drive.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, in over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
I want to be confident that my daughters will be okay.
I want to be sure that I'll be able to make it on my own.
That I'll be okay if my husband passes.
Through family legacies, divorce, and death, as women, we all want to be confident about our futures. At the Burrish Group at UBS, our financial professionals are experienced with all the challenges women face, no matter what life may bring.
It's the ultimate sale going on now at Ashley. We have 100 semi-loads of inventory in stock and ready to go with savings of up to 55% off. Plus, take a bonus 10% discount and interest-free financing for 5 years. Ashley, Wisconsin's #1 furniture and mattress retailer.
Tonight at 6, it's been 24 years and the murder of Father Coons is still unsolved. What the sheriff says his department is doing to solve this case. Plus, why this bakery has such a high demand for one of its sweet treats. That's coming up at 6.
When a local man lost close to $250,000 of his retirement savings to scammers, our Call for Action team helped recover every penny.
It does happen to a lot of people.
Leah Linscheid breaks down the steps to take so it doesn't happen to you. Sunday at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, the U.S. Supreme Court has reinstated the death sentence for the convicted Boston Marathon bomber. With a 6-3 vote, the justices agreed with the Biden administration's argument that a federal appeals court was wrong to throw out the death sentence of the jury imposed on Yohar Tsarnaev. 3 spectators and a police officer died in the 23 bombing that he and his brother were responsible for. His older brother died in a gunfight with police.
Florida's governor is set to sign a new bill into law that would place stricter limits on abortion access. Weijia Zhang has the details.
Florida's governor signaled full support for the bill passed by the state legislature, banning most abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy.
I think the protections are warranted, and I think that we'll be able to sign that in short order.
The measure would not apply in cases when the mother is at risk of death or irreversible physical impairment, or if the fetus has a fatal abnormality that is identified by 2 physicians. But it contains no exceptions for cases of rape, incest, or human trafficking. The bill was approved Thursday night after hours of emotional debate.
These are children, and if we're not going to protect them, who will?
Including the objections of a lawmaker who shared she had been raped as a teenager.
It's not okay to leave victims of survivors of rape and incest and human trafficking out in the cold.
The measure is similar to the Mississippi law now before the Supreme Court, which could potentially overturn Roe v. Wade. President Biden called it dangerous just days after addressing the issue in his State of the Union speech.
If you want to go forward, not backwards, we must protect access to health care, preserve a woman's right to choose.
If Roe is overturned, dozens of states are likely to ban abortion, and many are already taking steps. Last fall, Texas banned abortions after about 6 weeks, sending women to neighboring Oklahoma. But now that state is following suit. The Oklahoma Senate is considering several bills, including a ban on abortion 30 days after conception. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, Washington.
Well, it's being called the most significant environmental pact since the Paris Climate Accord. Every year, 11 million tons of plastic waste end up in the oceans. Now, the UN Environmental Assembly is stepping up. 175 UN member states have agreed to create a legally binding treaty to end plastic pollution.
Definitely for the future, it will mean less pollution. It will also mean other products that have less plastic, and especially the useless plastics.
A negotiating committee will hold a series of meetings over the next 2 years to settle on a legally binding agreement, but that won't be without challenges. The plastic production industry is valued at $522 billion.
Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton, you have a little bit of everything in the weekend forecast.
We really do. Throughout the state, some folks are going to be dealing with winter weather. Others will be seeing more of a wintry mix and some strong thunderstorms, more spring-like as we look ahead through the next about 36 hours. Doppler track showing well off to the west, that light rain starting to brew there. This is what we're looking at overnight and heading into Saturday. First, a nice warm front passes overhead. That's going to give us a breeze coming in from the south and warmer air lifting in for Saturday. So temperatures will rise overnight for Saturday afternoon. Highs will land close to 60. Now, as this low does approach, we'll have some scattered showers building in through the early afternoon and evening. Notice to the north, rain showers extending through the early portion of the day, but behind us, some mixed and light snow possible for Saturday night into a Sunday morning. The main event here, as far as any potential for strong thunderstorms, passes through in the late evening right along this cold front. You can see that line extending very clearly from Wisconsin all the way down through Illinois and Missouri. That could bring some higher wind gusts and the possibility for heavy rainfall at times. This pulls off to the east Saturday night and leads us into what should be a dry day for most of Sunday. Now, there is a slight risk for severe weather, much of that in Iowa, the southeast corner of Minnesota, and also into our southwestern counties in Wisconsin. The primary concern here, seeing those stronger wind gusts come through through with the thunderstorms along that cold front. Overnight temps generally dropping down to about 33, mid-30s for overnight lows, and then rising to start the day tomorrow. We'll have some light showers early in the day, a break in the early afternoon, and then the stronger thunderstorms and heavier showers expected to build in later in the evening. So I don't think the whole day is going to be a washout, but any late afternoon and evening plans should probably have an indoor backup for tomorrow. This is that line coming through with the cold front later in the day. Temperatures, notice at 10 p.m. still close to 60. We'll see some heavier rainfall and some stronger wind gusts with those storms popping up. Early Sunday morning north of the Dells, we could see some light flurries. Otherwise, Sunday does look dry right now. Not quite as mild. High temperatures will be in the low 40s. Generally, rainfall totals under an inch, about a half of an inch for much of southern Wisconsin. Higher amounts expected to the northwest, and we could see some more snow, or at least a little minor accumulation well north of the Dells. Winter weather advisories extending down into Juneau and Adams counties, but towards Rhinelander and Eau Claire, winter storm or ice storm warnings in effect for us overnight and for tomorrow. That mix coming through is going to make things quite slick outside to the north. Tomorrow, high of about 60, breezy and very mild, and then colder weather builds in behind this mild bump up for us. We're in the low 40s on Sunday, some light snow possible Sunday night into Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday look dry right now, and then another chance for some light snow expected for Thursday heading into Friday. That system cools us down significantly for the following weekend. High temperatures pull back to the 20s. Overnight lows likely dropping back down into the single digits. As far as traffic is concerned right now, I don't have any accidents popping up on the map. That's always good news. Along the Beltline, though, a few slowdown spots, especially eastbound as we get closer to Fish Hatchery Road and Monona westbound. No delays for us right now. Downtown Janesville actually looks pretty smooth, and the interstate through Rock County and Dane County all nice and green for us. From the Beltline to Janesville, about 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, about 18 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Unemployment rates are getting closer to pre-pandemic levels. Up next, a closer look at the U.S. job market.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here at TSR, we transform outdated or damaged basement floors into beautiful, functional, tough floors in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we don't just simply coat over your old floor. We repair all the cracks, apply the base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. Our coatings are ridiculously easy to clean and will not be damaged by spills or standing water. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, so you can rest assured that your beautiful new basement floor coating will last. And from now until March 15th, we're offering 15% off your basement floor coating. This promotion also applies to any interior commercial coating project. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today. One day floor.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the power swabs.
I think white teeth are absolute sexy magnets. I love it.
Power swabs have really made a huge difference on the entire quality and color of my teeth, and I'm very, very happy with them.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth for hot drinks, ice cream, anything hot or cold. Really, really sensitive teeth. With the power swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It is so fast. It is effective.
Great thing about power swabs is that it's just easy to use. To me, it's the best solution for teeth whitening on the market.
Introducing Power Swabs, the 5-minute stain removing and whitening treatment. Apply the Step 1 stain removing cleanser. Use the swab to get in between teeth, around edges, as the blue cleansing detergent is thin enough to get into pores to release stains. Open Swab 2. Duplicate the process. Instantly see up to a full 2-shade difference. That's powerful. Forget gooey trays. Save a fortune on electronics. Forget slippery strips. Imagine your teeth up to 6 shades whiter in a week. Call or visit us online now, and we'll send you the complete Power Swab system. 7 cleansing swabs. 7 Power Swab foaming whitening swabs. Thanks for celebrating hundreds of thousands of satisfied smiles. We're offering them to you right now for this incredible discount. We'll pay your shipping and handling. If you're not fully satisfied, even after day 1, return it for your money back. Laugh more. Smile more. Enjoy life more. Call right now or go online now, and we've been authorized for a limited time to include our on-the-go Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick. It's a $19.95 value, free. With this complete offer, you are saving over 40%. Call or go online now. Brighten your smile and your life now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
COVID cases continue to drop around the U.S., and that is helping the job market improve.
Michael George shares the latest numbers.
It's hard to find anyone looking for work in Elkhart, Indiana. The area has the lowest unemployment in the country at just under 1%. And local businesses have plenty of jobs available.
We need servers, bartenders, cooks.
And strong hiring continues nationwide. In February, the economy added a better-than-expected 678,000 jobs, and the unemployment rate dropped to 3.8%. It's a huge change from 2 years ago, when the coronavirus led to shutdowns and massive job losses. Unemployment is now almost back to pre-pandemic levels. President Biden touted the new numbers.
Job gains in February were broad-based across sectors, from construction to retail to manufacturing to leisure and hospitality.
But the positive report comes as challenges here and abroad create uncertainty in the economy. The war in Ukraine has sent gas prices skyrocketing. That, coupled with overall inflation, could cause U.S. consumers to tighten the purse strings.
When we have higher prices as consumers or businesses, we may not spend as freely in the economy. And if we don't spend freely, then we are not going to be creating the demand necessary to bring more jobs online.
The Federal Reserve plans to raise interest rates later this month in an attempt to bring down inflation and keep the job market rolling. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And a final check of your first warn forecast when we come back.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast, News 3 Now at 5.
Enjoy the benefits of soft water with the largest in-stock selection of water softeners at Menards. Morton's Demand Control Wi-Fi water softener is a smarter way to manage your water. Integrated Wi-Fi capabilities allow you to monitor your salt levels and water usage from your smartphone, at home or away. Plus, Morton's look-ahead technology learns and predicts your water needs, saving you money. Get 11% off everything, including Morton water softeners, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
My dad told me he's back into old hobbies, but it looks like he's picked up new habits for his type 2 diabetes too.
Once weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C, and it can help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
At Vanguard, you're more than just an investor. You're an owner with access to financial advice, tools, and a personalized plan that helps you build a future for those you love. Vanguard. Become an owner.
Some numbers are thrilling. Some impressive. Some just right. After an accident, there's one critical number. The number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
What do a 20-ounce Coca-Cola and a Quick Trip take-home meal have in common? Besides that they're both delicious. They earn you chances to win a brand new Chevy Tahoe in our Coca-Cola Scratch Game. They play the Scratch Game in your Quick Rewards app, and you can win a Chevy Tahoe or other great prizes. Play for free daily in your Quick Rewards app, or purchase any Quick Trip take-home meal, 20-ounce Coca-Cola, or Smart Water to receive even more chances to play and win. Play the Coca-Cola Scratch Game today, and you can eat, drink, and scratch your way behind the wheel of a new Chevy Tahoe.
On this Friday night, the call to assassinate Putin. Tonight, the U.S. senator who's asking Russians to take out their president, saying it's the only way to end the war in Ukraine, as the threat of nuclear catastrophe is narrowly averted. Plus, gas prices continue to skyrocket as the stock market takes a turn for the worst. And we go on the road, a grandfather's wish to hug his family made possible by the kindness of students. That's all coming up here on the CBS Evening News.
And here's Dana with an interesting forecast for the next couple of days.
A little bit of everything, like bringing in a mixed bag. We're going to see temperatures close to 60 tomorrow with some light showers early and then scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms expected in the afternoon. Some of those thunderstorms could be stronger, especially as a quick cold front passes through, bringing in some higher wind gusts. Behind that cold front, does get cooler outside for Sunday. We'll be in the low 40s with variably cloudy skies. It'll be windy still Sunday as that storm system continues to pull away. Light snow possible late Sunday night into Monday. Temperatures on Monday in the mid-30s. Tuesday and Wednesday, some more sun, back to the 40s. We have another chance for light snow heading into Thursday night and Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, colder, 20s for afternoon highs. Overnight lows back down to the single digits. But we do get to spring forward then and get a little more sunshine. So that's some good news for us.
All right, thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Dana. Have a great weekend, everybody. Hope to see you back here for News 3 at 6.